I see in the world.
Now let me introduce Dean Regan.
Well, today, pieces into peace. Oh, yes. Today, pieces into peace, or Pisces, which I kind of liked as well. Pieces into peace. So we're going to start off today. Stephen is going to, so Center for Spiritual Living Delaware takes part in this annual fall expression that is called the Season for Interfaith Intercultural Celebration. So as part of that Season for Interfaith Intercultural Celebration, we're going to celebrate various cultures and faiths. And today we're celebrating Kabbalah. And Stephen is here to share that magnificence with us. Please give him a warm welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dean. Dean, you're dynamic. I just want to say thank you.
Thank you.
So in our ancient world, there were many different, from every culture, there was normal folks, strong folks, and you would have always the mystics, those people who delve deeper into understanding the mysteries of the universe and the mysteries of life itself. So in
Let's grab one of the virus lights up there, 122.
Check. 1, 2, okay. Let's go.
Yeehaw!
All right. And so, in the Hebraic faith, the ancient, well, they said, so there's different ways of pronouncing Kabbalah. It's either Kabbalah or Kabbalah. Kind of like Kabbalah. Pun intended. So the Kabbalists, the ancient Kabbalists, they delved into the mysteries of the universe and life. And they summed up that there was, in the universe itself, in our galaxies, is the exact same design as every cell in our body, every atom in our body. And if you think about it, if you look at every atom is nucleus, and it has electrons. Around, right? The electrons are the negative part, and the nucleus is the positive charge. Right? And so every atom in our body is the exact replica of our solar system, the sun, and the planets that surround it. Right? So they tied together, they connected the relationship between the outer world and our inner world. So in Kabbalah, there's known as the tree of life. This is the tree of life, and it represents the 10 different dimensions of man and our universe. Right? And at the top, at the highest, is Keter. Keter is Hebrew for crown. It is the emanation of everything. Everything is within Keter. All of life is within Keter. And it emanates downward, right, to the different points are similar to chakras, the chakras in our body. But the different points are Keter at the top, Chokhmah, which is at the right? Chokhmah means wisdom, and Binah on the left is understanding. So you have this dynamic between the wisdom of everything in the universe, all knowledge, right? And then you have, which is a male essence. And then you have the Bina on the left, which is the female counterpart, which represents the understanding of that wisdom. Right? So it balances. Okay? And the one in the center is Tiferet, which is harmony, which makes sense because it would harmonize all of the different aspects together. The middle one, the red one in red, is Gevora, which means strength. And Chesed on the right, the purple one on the right, is, it's Chesed. That is loving kindness. So you say, as it emanates down from the divine into man, the realm of man, you have all the different qualities that we all possess, that we strive for. And as we go down cold, the lower one on the left is surrender, surrendering to the knowledge, to the understanding, to the wisdom. Netzach on the green is victory over your physical challenges, your emotional challenges, victory, right? And then Yesod, which is the purple one, that is foundation. It's the foundation of everything in life. And at the bottom is Malchut. Malchut literally means kingdom, and it represents earth. So as a human, so now, okay, you ask, the natural thing to ask is, what does this have, how do we apply Kabbalah to our practical life? How do we apply this in life? And so what it is that we are all striving to reach our divinity. Right? The purpose of life is to remember that we were always divine from the beginning. So it's working our way up the tree of life, which is up our tree of life to our crown. That is our true purpose of life. To remember that we were born from the very beginning, and that all of life is one. Right? So Kabbalah says it beautifully. Now, in all of the, at the same time, all of the different traditions meet at the same place. So in Islam, you have the Sufi. Right? Have you ever seen the dervish, the whirling dervishes that dance, whirling in trance state? Right. So Sufi is the mystic of Islam. So in Christianity, there's Kabbalah with a C. The mystical, the highest spiritual teaching in Christianity, which is a far cry from what you see at the church level, at the commoner's level, right? So that the Kabbalah there. And in the same goes with any different spiritual culture that you find. So Kabbalah ranks, evenly all those events. Right? Any questions? Thank you.
So, as you were pointing out the relationship to chakra, etc., is this tree of life, I think you're saying, is a representation of our physical body?
It is in a sense, but we are the tree of life, absolutely, because as above, so below. 6-pointed star, triangle, right? One upright triangle, one down triangle, right? As above, as it is in the galaxy, so it is in our very atoms, the atoms that we're made of, right? So so we are exact replica of the tree of life. And it doesn't really line up with the chakras, exactly, because the chakras, are those spheres in our spine, they correspond with our spine. Right? These are principles, these are higher principles of our life, our life's purpose, what we make of our life during this incarnation, if you will. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. The tree of life. The tree of life, from the crown to the base. I love that. The tree of life. We are the tree of life. From the crown to the base. Yes. 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 So we have our emanation. We have that creative energy that expresses in emanation and becomes creation and expression and action. Those are all part of the tree of life. I love this graphic of the tree of life. Thank you for sharing that. Can you do, is that something you've got? Could you share that with me? The tree of life graphic? See, that's all the voice of God up there. Thank you, Dan. So, Dan, if you'd send me that, I'll make it available.
God makes everything available.
Oh, and now we'll talk about humility. Oh, never mind. Complete the spread. Let there be peace on earth. And let it begin with peace. All right. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, the peace that is ever expressing that peace. And so what we're here today for is, let's do another. Okay, here's another test. I'm going to read something to you, and you tell me if you can translate it. There's a translation to this. I'm going to be reading English, so it's okay. If we could change ourselves, if we could change ourselves, the tendency of the world would also change. As a man changes his own nature, so does the attitude of the world change toward him. Anybody know what the modern translation of that would be? Excellent. Change your thinking, change your life. Anybody else? Let me give you another, Carla. Laws of cause and effect. Let me give you a little hint. A dude by the name of Mahatma Gandhi is the one that did that quote. So what we generally hear, and he didn't say this, but this is the way we translated it, be the change you want to see in the world. Be the change you want to see in the world. So all month long we're talking about peace. We're talking about peace in community, peace within ourselves, peace in the world. We're bringing those pieces today to recognize that each one of those pieces is the same piece. It's all the peace within. Be the peace that we want to see. Well, what do you want to see? Okay, so take a look. Okay, look at the glass up here. Everybody look up. So you see the glass there, and everybody pick their own piece of glass and look out through it, and you're seeing, okay, what do we got going on here? What is it that you're seeing? There's a piece of glass in front of you, and you're determining what to look at. Are you looking at the glass? Are you looking at the trees? Are you looking at the weather beyond the trees? Are you looking at the dirt on the glass? Are you sitting there saying, I'm so grateful I'm not outside? Are you sitting here saying, I'm so sad I'm not outside? That's the perspective that we bring to peace. What are you looking for? What are you looking at? As we look within for peace, what are we seeing? What are you seeing? when we talk about peace, and peace is, gosh, let's think of peace. Mother Teresa, you maybe might think of peace. Our political experience in the United States of America, you might think not peace. Or you might find, as you would while looking into the glass, the peace that is there. Because, and this is completely news, I know that you have never, ever heard it before. So listen up. It is done to you as you believe. Okay, that was a joke. Everybody's heard that, right? So glad. You're in the right place. Ernest Holmes talks about there being a power for good in the universe and that you can use it. There's a power in the universe and that we can use it. Okay, that's great. I love that. How? I'm going to just think about a place where I'm not seeing peace. And how can I see peace where there's not peace, Dean? That idea of looking at something and coming from a place of fill in the blank, but the blank today is going to be peace. We're talking all about peace, all through October. Peace. Peace and more peace. When I look at something, can I choose to be selfless and giving? Can I choose to bring the best out in humanity? Together. By this caring that creates harmony, which the planet truly has. Going to a place of peace and using it. So let's, it is as you believe. Right? You've heard that too. It is as you believe. Anybody not heard it is as you believe? Anybody heard it is as you believe? Yes, I like that better. Get those hands raised. Breathe in. Why do we do that? Just to really relax the human body, the physicality. And breathe out. I'm in front of a group of people. I'm breathing in and breathing out peace. And calm. Breathe in, I am. Breathe out, peace. With your eyes closed, kindly breathe in as I speak on your behalf. I am the peace I imagine in the world. Breathe it out. I am the peace that I imagine in my country. Breathe that in. Breathe that out. And say, I am the peace. I am the peace. Say that out loud. I am the peace in my city. Again. I am the peace in my family. I am the Say it again, I am peace. I am peace. In my home. In my home. I am peace. I am peace. In my life. In my life. I am peace. I am peace. In my mind. Keep breathing. I am the peace that I look for. I am the peace that I look for. I'm the peace that I look for in the world. I am the peace that I look for in the world. I am the peace that I look for in my country. I am the peace that I look for in my country. I am the peace that I look for in my city. I am the peace that I look for in my city. I am the peace that I look for in my family. I am the peace that I look for in my family. I am the peace that I look for in my home. I am the peace that I look for in my life. In my mind. I am the peace I see in the world. Again, I am the peace I see in the world. I am the peace I see in the world. Okay. as you feel comfortable, please blink open your eyes. So you know this thing of, it is done unto you as you believe, okay? So that's straight up Ernest Holmes. Go to Science of Mind, page 37. You've got Jesus summed up his whole philosophy in this simple statement. It is done unto you as you believe. Oh, but he mentions it again. Just go to page 140. You got this down? You're going to go home and look this up, great. Jesus, in a few simple words, laid down the law of life. It is done unto you as you believe. No more simple and yet no more profound statement could be made. But wait, there's more. He says it a couple of other times, and the last times he talks about it is 301. Mr. Holmes says, we live in mind. Now, this is very similar to what Stephen was saying. We live in mind. And it can return to us only with what we think into it. Okay, we live in mind, and it can return to us only that which we think into it. So look at your life right now, 360 quickly in your life. You have breathed that into your mind. And it's showing up. If we are thinking of ourselves as poor and needy, then mind has no choice but to return what we have thought into it. It's done unto you as you believe. Okay, I think that's great. But what's your source material, Mr. Holmes? Where are you getting that from? Sounds like a good idea, but I'd like a little bit more background. Okay, you may have heard of the Bible, the Holy Bible. Yes. So what I'm going to read to you is all from the King James, okay? Now, the good news is you do not have to take notes, because if you send me an email at dean@deanregan.com, I'll just send all of these quotes to you. This stuff has been so helpful for me to connect the science of mind, it is done unto you as you believe, to the Bible and some of the power that I believe the Bible has for me. So where it happens in the Bible, it happens a lot in Matthew. Speaking of Jesus, Matthew says, Then he touched their eyes, saying, according to your faith be it done unto you. And in Mark, Jesus is talking again. He says, Therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them. Matthew, all things whatsoever ye shall ask in prayer, believing, say that after me, believing, ye shall receive. And Jesus said unto the centurion, this is that famous story, you can look it up, go thy way, and as thou hast believed, so be it done unto thee. And his servant was healed in the selfsame hour. In John, verily, verily, I say unto you, this is Jesus of Nazareth speaking, he that believeth on me, the works that I do, he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. So not only is he saying, it is done unto you as you believe, and as you believe is hyper important, dude. He's saying, what I did, you're going to be able to do in spades. That's why we call Jesus of Nazareth the example and not the exception. So when it comes to what we believe, start within. What do you believe about peace? Be honest. Don't tell yourself what your parents think you should be saying, or what your spouse thinks you should be saying. What is it that you're saying to yourself about peace? Possible, not possible? Oh, there we got it. Possible already is. Excellent. Possible, not possible, already is. What answers are you coming up with? about that internal peace. So this morning I got here, and boy, did I need some internal peace. All of my buttons that I had installed here, there, and there, people were just pushing them. And they were gleeful about it too. Oh, look, now we're playing with Dean. And Dean's just going, oh, you're talking about peace today, Dean. With what kind of sense of authority and alignment? Perhaps I should recognize that peace is here. That it is as I believe. So all of a sudden, I question whether I do actually install those buttons. I question whether you have the possibility or potentiality to even press them. And I thought of another way. Of truth, of integrity, of speaking my own truth and my own peace to establish peace within. And I'm so grateful for meditations. Yesterday we had a practitioner retreat where your practitioner core got together on your behalf and on our, in each of our spiritual commitment. A full day of luxury and love. A little bit of gnashing of teeth and working through that in peace. It's a powerful group of people in a powerful congregation. Start with inner peace. Start with love. Start with trust. Surrender. Hoda, right? Hoda. Hoda. Say that. Hoda. Yeah. Now let's do Hoda. Hoda. Which means surrender. Hoda. Embrace the peace. Now, let's do diets. Just quickly, I've got a question for you. Take a deep breath and identify the person you're going to talk to. Okay? And if you need threes, go for that. Right. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. So my question is to each of us, a brief answer. Get to the point. A brief answer. What can I authentically believe to experience more peace in my own life? What can I believe, authentically believe, to experience more peace in my life? What kind of action might I take? What kind of belief am I going to embrace this week, this day, in this moment, to experience peace in my life? Go at it! Okay, so everybody has got something that you have shared? Who would like to share? One thing you can do, Mr. Carr.
I love the peace of God that passes all.
What Jim is doing right now is he's sharing the following phrase with all of us. Please say that again loudly.
Peace of, this is a benediction. Peace of God that passes all understanding, be with you and yours, till we meet again.
Everybody take that in. That's not just an example, that's a salutation, that's a benediction. The peace of God be with you until we meet again. Anything else that anyone would like to share about what they experienced? The phrase that you came up with. You forget to. I mean,
Spirit is always speaking to me. I don't have to remember a thing.
Spirit is always speaking to me. I don't have to remember a thing. Okay. Spirit is always speaking. I don't have to remember it. Anyone else? I am peace. Jenna. I'm worthy already. I don't have to do any more. I am peace. Okay. Okay, kindness, we're perfect in every way. Thank you. If we could bow our heads, please. I recognize that there is one peace that I call God. That peace within that radiates without, and as I speak this word, I feel it right here and now. I recognize, too, that this peace, this love, this light is unfolding as I believe it. It is as I believe. And I speak this word recognizing that there are not multiple pieces. There is only one piece. That piece is expressing as each one of us right here and right now. In calmness, in lovingness, in light, in joy, in peace, in peace, in peace. And even if the appearance is not peace, I speak this word recognizing that there is only peace. Where is the peace? For the peace is present, always, with new possibility, with empathy, with compassion. I recognize that the truth is peace, and I trust the truth, and therefore I trust peace. I choose to believe, feel, sense, and know that peace is here and now present in this community, in this world, in this country, in this sanctuary, and in every home sanctuary that is listening to this offering. I speak the words of peace, and I speak the word of peace. I speak the word of peace and take the actions of peace. So I speak for each of us as we take the actions of peace, the path of peace, so that I acknowledge we are the change we wish to see in the world, and allow our desire for peace to unfold magnificently. I release any sense of aggression, knowing our own unique awareness of God. I speak this word knowing that we are all ambassadors of peace. I know for each of us that we have the courage and take the time to ask God within, what is mine to do to reveal peace in my experience? And I listen. What is ours to do to reveal peace in our experience? I believe that every action and intention to reveal peace makes a positive impact on our awareness in the world. I'm so grateful for this note.